Alright, welcome back to Super Sentai Review, episode number 507. We're here reviewing episodes of Zyuohger, episodes 39 to 42. I was planning on reviewing the Ninja Girls movie that was titled Ninja Hunter, but I decided, why don't I just review when I finish with Zyuohger? I mean, I'm back to show now. I figured I didn't have much time today, so why not basically do it probably after I get the show finished up? Probably after I do the Zyuohger Returns movie. Probably. Alright, so in these 4 episodes, 39 and 40 mostly put as mostly filler plots, except there's a background element in these 2 episodes that sets up the events of 41 and 42. With Q-Bar, where he is basically using Bade Ray's hand to basically, 39 is mostly put just him testing it out because he's planning basically his own end with this particular hand because he stole it from a villain he killed. Well, actually, he sliced the hand off. Well, basically what he does, he creates a con man to manipulate Sela into thinking that she's in love with him. That's literally the plot, and then he just reveals, oh, I'm a con man, and then he just disappears. Yep. And there's not much really to the episode per se, aside from that. 40 is basically focused on Leo, where he's helping out a kid tough up against, they mentioned the word britches. Basically, punks. It just, when I think of britches, it's a phrase that people like my mom like to use, referring to pants. Yes, she is one of those people who refers to the pants as britches. I don't know why. My dad doesn't do that at all. Nope. She does. I have a couple grandmas who did that, but if you say something like that, we say, put on shoes, even though I'm wearing shoes. It's like, for me anyways, when you say something like that, from my perspective, I need a tad bit more info. Because sometimes basically, for me, it's a bit slow of a process for me to understand some small things here and there, but not too bad. So, Leo beeps him up. There's also this mysterious arm the kid gets later on in the episode. Yeah, and then we see him use the device on the punks. They created this other punk with golden hair. And it turns out Nadia witnessed him basically doing this. And then she briefly fights him, and then she's taken captive. And then he proceeds to read her mind and do create things from her mind. So the very next episode, Masio basically is going on a jog, because that's a thing he occasionally does. He hasn't done this in a while, per se. Where then he is attacked by the main villain of the series, Guinness. And, yeah, this actually is a copy. It's not actually him. He's actually in the spaceship. At one point, he just disappears, because basically you have he's watching his own player fighting against the Rangers, and nobody's around. Nadia has disappeared. Though that's basically the reason, because it comes to Quevo, basically the reason for that. So then basically Masao he gets wounded, and then he disappears. He supposedly is found by the Rangers inside this very nice looking house, and it's later revealed this actually is a fake, because of course basically in 41 we debut a brand new form. Because I think it was episode 28, I think it was 28, 29, I think it was, where we have one again, this is robots battle basically the Whale Zord. They get this mysterious memory disc, and then afterwards, nothing was done with that until this very episode, where he put chess inside of himself to become Shin Guinness. Noel has that skirt thing he has. He's got wings. And pretty much he destroys the fake monsters. And he allows the Rangers to leave. Meanwhile, though, Sela and Leo just think, they found Masio. Nope, it is actually Adia they find, chained up. Leo frees her. She fights him. And he says, I don't fight women. Which means he's probably he's very chivalrous, and of course the other calls him idiot. For me anyways, I think this is probably, I'm sure that probably because Guinness was told, by the way, the reason why he was on the field, because he was told by Azu, who turns out is actually a fake, that he actually, they kidnapped his assistant. Turns out, no, it was actually Quibble. And then he actually turned traitor and he's on the run. Meanwhile, though, Azu just looking for Azu Quibble and just happened to come across Bard after he found 3 Zao cubes. And then he briefly fights him. Then the cubes get absorbed into him. Interesting. By the way, when he morphs into Zao Bird, this is the first time he's done this since episode 38. And he only does it 2 more times after this. He doesn't do very much, though. I'm like, what was the point of having him get this morpher if he's not around very long? If this was ever adapted for Power Rangers, they probably have to basically do this in like 1, maybe 2 episodes, basically, with this very brief Ranger. Because he's got a cool suit, it's just that he doesn't use it very much. I don't know, maybe there's a time. It's not really very, very clear exactly why he doesn't use it very much. He's there basically. He's around, aside from 42. It's like, what the heck did he do for the past few episodes? Just looks around for stuff, per se. Heck, even the 40th anniversary movie, he just did nothing. It's like he threatens to morph, and then that's when the Q Rangers show up. And it almost seems like in the show itself, as a complete forgot he met the guy before. Though it's about, you're the new guy. Maybe it's implied that he may kind of know who Bard is, but it's not very clear. And he asks, like, have you been in this planet before? I was like, it's my first trip here. And he's like, what are you? Which I'm sure probably a lot of viewers have been asking that since episode 1. What type of creature is he? Aside from the fact he's part of that galleon. Like, for him, anyway, shown on screen, there's a thing of another character looks exactly like him, showing a flashback. But in the case of himself, there's not much to him. Basically, it's like a complete mystery. And the fact he's immortal. Yeah. But basically, Quell gets destroyed by the 3 Zords. And we also briefly meet Yamato's father. First time he's appeared in the show in episode 42. He's actually here for the remainder of the show, and after the show wraps up, he never appears again in Super Sentai. Apparently, him and his apparently, so it's revealed that Yamato's father was estranged due to the death of his mother. And from his perspective, from Yamato's perspective, he thought his father just didn't care about the fact his mother just died. And that's the beef between them. He hates his father. His father does this little thing where he just little fist bumps his shoulder. He doesn't do anything to him at all, aside from that. It seems like from his father's perspective, seems like he's on okay terms with his son, while his son despises him. Also, he had to take him to this hospital because it was nearby. Yeah. By the way, one of 2 times I've seen it where a Ranger's father is a doctor. And apparently from what I read, that this was planned from the start. And the only reason why they had this be a doctor is because of X-Aid. That was simply the reason why. Because I think X-Aid probably just started. If I looked at it, it looked like X-Aid just started this period of time. So why not have a doctor? Because all medical stuff is over at X-Aid. Yeah. Because this is wrapping up and XA is just starting. Yeah. Because, of course, with episode 42, there's exactly 6 episodes left to go for Zyuohger. And then I'm done. Yeah. But not much else to say about these 4 episodes. I wasn't necessarily a big fan of 39 per se. 40 was interesting. I mean, the only thing you could take away from those 2 episodes is that it builds up these 2 episodes per se. Yeah, that's pretty much all to it. Yep. So, that is pretty much it for the video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next up is my Say It's Inside, so I will see you here, okay? See you. Bye.